I've never seen that disc before in my life.
I mean, even if he did show his hand, he'd be like, I've got this cut somewhere else, and you can't prove I got it on that disc.
I can show you my middle finger, though.
No, let's not do that. That's just a bit tad rude.
Which means that if we dig too deeply here... Or...
An explosion's gonna happen.
Apparently, what was that?
Gina pulled out her gun.
They're going to need long Long. You're gonna need long. You're gonna need long strong heart. Yep, that's his name.
Long man, got it.
Long man.
Lord Dracula. Lord Dracula.
Hello everybody, KVTV on the Sun, back with case 5. We're actually in the court records right now because we saw the present evidence and we were really a little lost about that, so we decided to go through it. We stopped at the papers because I noticed that you could examine it, so we're gonna examine it. I don't think this is what we need to present, but...
Pawnbroker Parish was in Pickpress Plunder.
Pawnbroker's Parish is in Pickpress Plunder. How awful. For Ginny, I mean.
But tomorrow's headline will be, Discharged Diver is Dauntless Do-Getter, right?
Yeah, something like that. If possible, I'd like to go even bigger.
Bigger? How?
Okay, this is why you write stories and not write newspapers.
Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial, perhaps.
Protects planet? Protects planet?
Oh,
You know.
I can't wait for tomorrow now. It's going to be so great.
That's not answering the question.
Gina's future career, Captain Planet.
There's a sensational story lower down the front page as well. Look. Ministry Mall. Classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Ministry of Justice.
For a 10-year-old, Iris certainly has her finger on the pulse of world news.
It's
The
about
newspaper right there, Renosuke, read it.
It's about secret communications between Great Britain and its allies. Apparently, they're being intercepted by hostile nations.
Communications are being intercepted. But how would somebody be doing that?
Everyone stare at your 6.
That's the question, isn't it? I've come up with 3 different possible methods so far.
The twist is Juro 6 is actually the culprit.
Are you looking for a new career, Runo?
No, of course not. I wonder. Perhaps this is what Lord Strongheart was talking about yesterday.
Yes, it could be. And it could explain why he has Gregsy running from pillar to post at the moment.
Oh. Well then, if this is being updated, this is gonna play a role later.
Wait, so communications, great in works and communications, you don't think?
I'm putting it together here.
Today's paper. This morning's paper, which contains an article about government secrets being leaked to foreign agencies.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh my god, the guy who called himself Benedict may have been a traitor.
Alright, so these two felt a little trick questioning, but when we were looking through the
Use
court
the
records,
stereoscope. Use the stereoscope.
Yeah, we
Use the stereoscope.
Yes.
we saw the stereoscope and decided we're gonna present evidence and we're gonna use the stereoscope. Before I give my answer, my lord, I'd like to try something if I may.
Try something? What do you mean, counsel?
I'll need to use a certain piece of evidence from the court record to identify the discrepancy.
Yes.
Not entirely sure I follow. Which piece of evidence do you intend to use to help you identify discrepancy between the 2 prints?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
boy, I got
Yes.
story
Yes.
for the
Yes, there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There you
yes.
go.
I like to use this device, my lord, to view the 2 prints stereoscopically.
You don't even need to read it.
You just
Yes, you've caught the bug at last. You can't resist it, can you?
I'd like to have this man removed from the court, please.
He is a member of the public and he's allowed to be here.
Must he, though?
Yes.
I mean, he's more allowed than the Russian guy.
I am British Russian tourist citizen now.
You've got the cross-eyed compulsion.
Juror number 3. What a surprise.
Come on, Runo. Let's put the pictures in place and see what this wonderful contraption shows us.
I'm so glad this is what the game actually wanted us to do, thank God.
There we go.
Now, look through the eyepiece. For once, we actually thought like an ace attorney. Hey!
Hey, look, it's the thing I pointed out.
My God, it's possessed!
I wasn't sure at first, but there is a clear discrepancy between these two prints.
What?
You must identify the location in question for the court counsel. Indicate the... Dude. Dude. Come on. Come on.
Can you see where the discrepancy is? That's
All
right!
Look, if you're gonna do the stereoscope gimmick, you need to go all the way and not like half-ass it like this in case people can't get it. Like, I think they need to do the option of letting people figure it out, and if they can't figure it out, just give it as a freebie. That's what they should have done, instead of just like blatantly do it like this.
Or alternatively, I'm not sure, but maybe the second option would have still worked because we could just point it out anyways, because you can still see the discrepancy without even using the stereoscope. But whatever. Indicate the precise location of discrepancy of which you speak.
Okay, but
I have no idea where it could be.
Keep in mind...
I don't know, man.
We explicitly went and used the stereoscope. We could have presented it without the use of evidence.
True, we
Yeah,
just wanted to be funny.
we chose this.
We just want to be funny, but you know what? We got good content, so here we go. Hello? Okay, what? Game?
The one place it can be, the game's like, no, you can't select there.
Granted, these two prints are almost identical. However, there is one minor discrepancy between them.
What?
I'm about to ruin this whole man's career. When you view
Well,
the...
you won't ruin my fish and chips, that's for sure.
No, you're doing that yourself, sir. When you view the two pictures stereoscopically... Oh my god!
No!
A single...
Why is that so high resolution?
That's so nice. A single area stands out being different. The location of this small box. Also, no, this is actually kind of nice. Coming from the 3DS, that's a high-def box. Oh my god, bro!
Let me... Wait. Unbelievable.
Oh god, it's even there in the full shot. Oh my god, this is great.
Oh, no, not the judge. Yeah.
This is great.
By Jove, you're right. How extraordinary.
How many copies
How do
of
I
this
get my
photo do you
eyes
have?
not to be... Chair number 3, how do you put up with this?
What this...
Oh, it's a pleasure. Sorry.
What this tells us is very simple. Mr. McGilded's small box was indeed not stolen from Winnie Banks on the night in question. However, there can be no doubt that somebody picked up this particular box and then returned it to its place on the shelves.
Are you suggesting that the small box originally deposited by Miss McGill is in fact...
Yes, the very same small box I just identified in those photographic prints.
Objection! Mindless guesswork. What if it was? So a box was moved on the shelf. Nothing was stolen. Which means, quite simply, that nothing has changed.
Check the contents of the box.
That may be true, but... Alright, McGilded's box wasn't stolen then.
But it was moved between 11 and 2. That means someone was there.
But doesn't the fact that it was moved like that changes everything? Or changes things? I read the wrong... whatever. Yeah, it changes everything, God! I believe this changes everything about the case.
How can that possibly be?
Everybody in this court have short-term memory, okay? The crucial point is the fact that what was moved was a small box. In other words, we have to consider what might have been inside that box.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that we need to examine that box as soon as possible. A vital piece of evidence is sitting on the shelves at Windy Banks as we speak.
Objection! That won't be necessary. Some little box belonging to a man who died 2 months ago can't possibly be relevant to this trial.
Where have you been? It's
Sir?
extremely relevant.
The court does not uphold your objection, Lord Van Zeeks. Bailiff, arrange for an officer to go to Baker Street at once. Obtain the small box in question and bring it back here for further examination.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Was Blue from Blue's Clue in the gallery there?
The lawyers are having a stare down.
He's also staring.
Well, he's just
You
gonna have
know
to
where
deal.
Gregson's staring right now?
I would
He's
kill if
staring
it
at his
just,
fish and chips.
I would kill if it cut to juror number 3 after that.
We should have the report within half an hour.
Oh, don't show me Steam. Okay.
There's fire next to me, not steam. Actually, I could actually die if I stay here for too long. Why did we decide on the system in the first place? I think perhaps we should recess for a short while until the evidence is brought forth.
Be hoodwinked by such a farce. Disappointing.
I beg your pardon, Lord Van Zeeks.
This is nothing but a smokescreen. And a pretty specialty, it would seem.
Now, I heard it was steam earlier.
What are you trying to say?
My learned friend has persisted with the same line of reasoning from the very beginning. That this witness's intent was to steal an article belonging to Mr. McGilded from the pawnbrokery. Yet common sense tells us that none of the articles have value enough to be worth stealing in the first place.
Exactly. It would be beyond absurd to break into a place for the purpose of stealing such commonplace property.
Okay, Discord.
No, I was sighing because I'm just like...
If your lordship recalls, Mr. McGilded perished 2 months ago.
I was
Immediate-
there! I'm aware of this fact!
That is why I said, if your lordship recalls.
I recall it quite well, thank you.
Well, then good. then this message isn't just for you, my lord. Mr. McGilded perished 2 months ago, immediately after the conclusion of this trial. A trial in which he was found not guilty. A trial in which it was established he was the upstanding member of society his reputation implied, in fact.
I feel like this is soaked with sarcasm coming from Baroque now.
It's soaked with wine sarcasm.
So I propose a toast to my learned friend in his most insightful defense.
The articles this upstanding member of society pawned were entirely ordinary. A black overcoat that just happened to have a music box disc in one of its pockets, and a small box.
Okay, you just admitted that the coat wasn't yours, but okay.
I assure you, I wouldn't accept even if the man tried to make a gift of such things to me.
Why were you trying to get them then?
You know, that does make rather a lot of sense.
It's not as if it was gold or jewels, is it? Though goodness knows Mr. McGilded was rich enough.
But you can't deposit okay.
Prosecution's argument is undeniably compelling, even if they were quite rude.
It is incumbent on the defense now to bolster its argument. To explain what possible significance these commonplace articles pawned by this fine citizen could have.
I heard the sarcasm in that.
Well, counsel, is your argument in fact demonstrable? Are you able to show proof that the disc or the box are in any tangible way related to this case? We already know the disc is related to this case.
Well,
What's the matter, Runo? We know that they're related, don't we? They're both vital pieces of evidence.
yes, of course. You and I both know that. we know McGilded's true character, and we know the disc is significant, even if we don't know why. But if we explain all that to the court at this point, we'll have to acknowledge that McGilded's acquittal 2 months ago was a mistake. That the defense's argument was flawed, based on false information.
Oh no!
And that would mean admitting that Gina committed perjury. Okay, but real talk, every single person for every single trial so far, everyone's committed perjury.
In fact, I think the only one who hasn't committed perjury intentionally is Naruto.
But Ginny...
Could it be that Van Zeke knows? Is that why he's doing this now? Because he anticipated everything.
But maybe...
So have I not made it clear that I hate that man?
This could be a great opportunity for us.
Sorry? What do you mean, Iris?
Well, what is it that you always say, Runo? Sooner or later, the truth comes out. Every time.
He says that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Did he?
okay.
Hold on. What? Yeah,
Dude,
he
I
did,
was just gonna
he did say it. He did say it in one of the trials. I just can't remember where. I think it was the
Okay.
fourth
I was
case.
gonna say, what are you gonna do? Scroll through the whole game dialogue? Like, hang on.
No!
I don't think it can.
I don't think. Yeah, this thing can't go all the way back. All right, the exact significance of the things that McGilded deposited with Mr. Windybank is something that only Gina can explain to the court. Oh, we gotta bring her up, huh? But if I put her on the stand to testify about that, it could critically damage our chances of winning this case. Oh boy. What's the right thing to do here?
Well, see, unfortunately, here's the problem. If you leave it, she's going to go to jail for murder. If you don't leave it, she's going to go to jail for perjury.
Perjury sounds a little better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, My lord, the defense would like to make a proposal.
Okay. Oh? What proposal, counsel?
While the court awaits the arrival of Mr. McGilded's small box, I would like to call the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, to the witness stand.
The defendant? To what end?
It's to do with the various articles deposited at Windybanks by Mr. McGilded, my lord. Miss Lestrade has information relating to them. I believe it would be beneficial for the court to hear what she has to say. It will prove the significance of the articles in question once and for all.
Well, well. Things are becoming interesting. I presume you've considered the implications of the testimony you're proposing. In particular, the impact it will have on the accused's standing, and indeed your own.
I have.
Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to explain that last remark?
The prosecution accepts the defense's proposal.
That's not the explanation, but okay.
I move to interrupt the cross-examination of the current witness and hear from the accused herself.
Very well, if you have no objection.
Just find out,
So
Judge.
the court...
What?
Just find out, Judge. He's not going to tell you. Find out in a moment.
Alright. Okay, I'll find out.
Stay tuned and find out, my lord.
Alright. Okay, it's been a moment. Care to tell me what's going on now?
No.
Dang it. So the court will now hear the testimony of the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. You witnesses currently in the stand may step down until further notice.
And I shall bid you a good day.
Sir, you're not going anywhere.
Wait. You, sir, shall remain in the stand while Miss Lestrade testifies.
As you wish.
I love how his animation still goes as if he's still wearing the hat, though. All right, then, Gina. It's time. I know this will be hard, but please, put your faith in me here.
Good luck, Bruno.
The articles that Mr. McGilded had deposited in Windybank's pawnbrokery are intimately related with the omnibus case, the trial of which was heard in this courtroom 2 months ago.
Yes, and I remember this young lady being brought before me in that trial as well.
That's right, my lord. Her testimony helped to establish the innocence of the defendant, Mr. McGilded.
The omnibus case was intriguing, to say the least.
Yeah, it was your first case back in 5 years.
And now here we all are again. Same players in that trial facing each other once more. A twist of fate, perhaps, my Nipponi's friend.
Allow me to recap the events of 2 months ago. An old brickmaker was stabbed to death in an omnibus running along London's winter streets. Apart from the victim, there was only one other person in the carriage, Mr. McGilded. Naturally, he was the prime suspect for the murder. But as the trial progressed, another possibility emerged. That the murder in fact took place above the defendant's head on the roof deck, with the body then being dropped through the skylight into the carriage below. It was Miss Lestrade whose testimony brought that possibility to light. At the time of the incident, Miss Lestrade was concealed under a seat in the carriage, hoping to pick the pockets of unsuspecting passengers. Then, immediately after the trial, having been acquitted of the murder, Mr. McGilded died in this very courtroom, in the most extraordinary of circumstances.
A mystery that remains unsolved even now, 2 months on. As indeed does the omnibus murder itself.
Be that as it may, I recall neither the disc nor the small box being mentioned in the course of those proceedings.
Miss Lestrade, would you tell the court now, please, what really happened in the omnibus 2 months ago, I mean?
Well, what you mean? I already said all what I know. Did I stutter?
And what about everything you told us yesterday from inside your prison cell? Please, Miss Lestrade, this is extremely important.
What?
Remember, little girl? If it transpires that you willfully withheld information in the trial 2 months ago, the Home Office will seek to prosecute you for perjury. And naturally, you will lose all credibility as a witness. Although, let's face facts, you have little credibility to lose.
Ooh, ow!
What a jerk.
Bro, please.
He's also not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong, but also like, ouch, you didn't have to say what you were thinking, man.
Everyone's already out here calling her gutter trash, so I mean...
Ginny, don't listen to him. Please, you have to trust Bruno now.
Iris?
We're on your side.
All right then. I'll talk. But he can't look at me.
It's... It's the right choice, Gina.
Well, it would seem that my learned friend is hell-bent on bringing the entire courtroom down around his ears. So be it.
I must confess that I'm struggling to understand what on earth is happening here.
Oh, do not worry, my lord. Just grab your popcorn.
What is popcorn?
You take corn and then you pop it.
Why would you do that? Why not just eat it off the cob?
Oh my god.
Why However, it would appear that Mr. McGillicud's pawned articles and that extraordinary case of the omnibus harbor secrets of which we have been
Hitherto.
Okay. See, I know that word, but when I see it spelled out, I'm like, wait a minute. I
know. Hitherto.
Okay, Doctor Strange. Harbor secrets of which we have been hitherto unaware. So, Miss Lestrade, you'll now give us your testimony before the court about the events of 2 months ago. You'll reveal the truth, a commodity sorely lacking in your original statements.
This is it then. Everything's going to come out. Like Van Zeke said, this could bring the whole courtroom down about my ears, but as a lawyer, I'm prepared to take that risk. Here we go. The real truth of the omnibus case.
This, that Brickmaker Cove was in the cabin of the omnibus the whole time. When the Irishman dragged me out from under the seat, I saw that disc on the floor. All of a sudden, I heard a scream from over me head, and that pair of the roof deck went off to call the slops. That's when McGilda slipped the driver some tin to do a run to the pawn shop around about. He threatened me not to snitch, not to say nothing to nobody about what I'd seen or heard.
Oh. Good grief, this is outrageous.
Is it?
Well, and perhaps what you just told the court bears almost no resemblance to your testimony 2 months ago.
As you say, my lord.
Then there's every chance I may have educated an error in Mr. McGillicud's trial. It sounds very much to me as if the man deliberately deceived this court in an effort to cover up the most wicked of schemes.
Without doubt, your lordship is correct. A great injustice was done in this courtroom 2 months ago. The actions of the accused in that trial, of this witness, and of my learned friend are entirely inexcusable.
I don't believe it.
The whole trial was a farce. It was all lies.
Okay.
The lawyer for the East, they were all in on it together. You're wrong, the whole lot of you. Mr. Narrow... Mr. Narrow... Hang on. Mr. Narrow-Odo, the lawyer there, you didn't know nothing about it.
Humbug.
You're a humbug.
I don't think so. Are we really expected to believe that?
He really stitched everyone up, didn't he? What an operation to get the man off scot-free!
Emil, stop! The lights have to stop!
Yes, the defense made a terrible error of judgment. I intend to take full responsibility and suffer whatever consequences are deemed appropriate. However, it's imperative that the court allows the witness to elaborate on her testimony, because the true significance of McGillicud's pawn articles must be brought to light.
Very well, my learned student friend.
Oh, wait, we're adding student to this now?
Given the depths of calamity you have just plunged yourself into, this may well be worth hearing.
Words fail me. This situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo.
And I see the bailiffs agree.
Yes, my lord.
I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial.
My god, the bailiffs are in complete disarray. You truly have brought the court down all around our ears.
Of course, my lord.
Blimey, Mr. Naruhodo.
It's just in character for her now too. Just mispronounce that every time now.
Yep.
Now, counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
Japanese is hard.
You're going back and forth between like Baroque and Gina. That's the Going from high pitch to low pitch. This is like all right.
Why is his back turned to us?
I said he can't look.
Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
I'm deopposing.
Well, I can't check right now, so.
Did I stutter? I said he can't look at me.
And I agree to honor that.
Yeah, see, you know what? Thank you.
I have no idea what to press.
Oh, well, I mean, we might as well press the disc.
Which one was that?
We need to hear more about it
This
anyway,
one, right?
don't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Was the disc you saw this disc? Was the disc you saw? That's. I'm sorry, that sounds really funny to read. Okay, well.
Gregson,
Over here too, just eating my fish and chips.
What the hell?
Oh.
Well,
You know to have my fish and chips. Shut up.
Hello? What are you two doing? Is there something you'd like to share with the court, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Graydon? What the hell? Inspector! Mr. Graydon!
You're trying to give me a heart attack.
You have been whispering to each other for quite some time now.
Yes,
It's been 3 full seconds.
Tell us, what is the discussion about?
Discussion. Who's this, Vita? Pull the other one, Sunshine. You think I got anything to talk about the city gent like this?
And I have nothing to say to this uncouth detective after he deprived me of that disc that was rightfully mine.
But they've clearly been talking the entire time I've been cross-examining Gina. A whole 3 seconds of it. It's as if they've been negotiating. Me too, dog.
You will kindly refrain from talking amongst yourselves while the witness is giving testimony. Yes, sorry, my lord.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Lestrade, continue with your testimony, please.
Hello? I mean, it's kind of rude to be, like, doing that while someone's testifying, but hello?
Go back to the disc.
Yeah? Oh. Okay, I actually will stop here because, we have to press every statement. So,
okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna not bother with this until, next time we come back to this. So we'll stop here now and listen to Gina entirely in the next video. We'll see you all then.